Hello everyone, welcome here. Today we're going to be trying something completely new, to me anyway. Although it is not particularly new. Oh, let's see, when did this game come out? 2016, so yeah, it's a few years old from this point. But let's try it out, why don't we? I spent a couple minutes before stream playing around with control bindings, so we'll see if they're at all reasonable. The only way that you really can, and that's by trying them out. So this is supposedly some kind of space shooter. We'll find out when we get there. And I think I need to adjust the volume. It is, as always, a bit too loud. Okay. I can access the volume settings here, right? Yes. No. Yes. Okay. Good. Get back here. We'll take that down a couple ticks. Take that down a couple ticks. Okay. Now. I know there's going to be lots of important commands that are not bound. So. Let's see. Let's see, what all can I have available to bind yet? Select the left stick. And let's grab a couple more settings here. I would like to have a pause binding. Okay. And the game was telling me to press unbound to take control of this craft. Let's see if I can see anything obvious for that. Don't see anything. Okay. Mouse button 4, return to control this fighter. Okay. Where is mouse button 4 or control, or return, I mean. There we go, switch combat mode, alright. So I want that in the right stick or the left stick, I wonder. We've got right stick selected, that'll be fine. Go ahead and bind it to that one, I think. Alright. No longer intrigued? Well, I'm sorry you don't like good games.
Navigation systems online. We're gonna need a thruster check.
That needs to be inverted. There we go.
We got one nav check left. Try to roll.
Okay. And I need to move the sticks in a little bit.
Steering is green. Now check your afterburners.
They're still way too flippin' loud. Okay. Holy crap, this is loud. Okay, that's a little more reasonable. It's still pretty loud though. Alright, I did bind boost. Okay, we need right stick selected. Boost is set to digital throttle up. That is not, or boost says digital throttle up. I don't want digital throttle bound. I have analog throttle bound already. Or at least I darn well better have analog throttle bound already. Yeah, axis 1, analog throttle. Okay. It's got that inverted. All the axes are inverted. Okay. Left stick. Invert that axis. Okay. Then right stick. Invert pitch. Okay, there we go. Roll's now correct. Okay. Alright, we've got the basic flight controls bound now, I think. I'm not sure why it's super loud when we're at centered throttle. But anyway, here we are. Let's go ahead and bind that boost button. I want the right stick selected. Yep. I want to bind this to that button. Yeah, because I don't really want digital throttle if I can avoid it. Okay. Yeah, I don't need digital throttle. But why is it hella loud as soon as I center my... Also, centering the stick is... Okay, the throttle response is not what I would expect. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, there's no reverse thrust or anything like that, is there? So it probably doesn't matter. But I would expect that when I haul back on the stick, I would go into reverse thrust, but there doesn't appear to be a reverse thrust, so it doesn't matter. Although, also, this thing's roll response is a little slow, but... There doesn't seem to be thrusters either. At least I can't find any settings for them, which is really unfortunate. But anyway. Yeah, the way it gets super loud whenever I center my throttle is a problem. Okay, there, it stopped complaining about that now.
Okay, now cut your engines to engage drift mode.
I do need to bind that bit drift control though. Not drift control, boost control though. Okay. We have right stick selected. I went way past it. Okay, so I bound it to this. Let's remove that binding. And then that's boost. And then I probably should bind brake to something too. So we're gonna bind brake to I don't really have a free button for this. That's something I would want to use for that. How about we not bind that yet? I wonder if it's because it thinks we're braking constantly, and so it's... Okay, both triggers work. Reload works. Yeah. I don't really have a radial. Oh, I see it actually. Okay, I see. Do I have limited ammo? I don't seem to. Hello, poison. There we go.
Beginning targeting system checks. Target the shipping containers in the center of the combat space.
Okay. Yeah, I don't need the boost key because, as far as I can tell, boost is just holding my throttle all the way ahead. And the same way as brake is just centering my throttle, which is not great because it makes loud noises when I do that. But anyway. All right. Yeah, I don't need to use that. I don't think. Okay. You get removed because we don't want boost available. I do, however, want warp available. Yeah, as far as I can tell, this game is... It has HOTAS support, but they didn't really assume that you would use it. You know what I mean? Also, give me a second here. I need to move this mic. Need to clamp it around the front of the desk so I can actually have it in front of my face with it being nice and centered. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Now, okay. Well, let's go this way and see what's going on here. Let's just do the middle difficulty. Okay, how about no then? Alright. So it's a high hull damage weapon. And this is kind of just a moderate all-around weapon. Got some energy shields and armor. Looks like we don't have a whole lot of choices here. Okay, and some counter torpedoes. Yeah, usually a Hostess throttle, at least for the games I played the most, you wouldn't use a centering throttle for brakes. What did I bind this to? That. Okay. Damn it, I want thrusters. That's pretty trivial. Maybe I should have gone for a higher difficulty despite the warning.
Flagship interdiction forces on scan. Let's get this over with. ETA on trainer flagship, 10 seconds. ETA on 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, mark.
You are outgunned. Okay. What's a battle cruiser? Yeah, let's get out of here. Alright. The buttons I bound my look controls to are what I would normally bind my side thrusters to. There's no side thrusters in this game. That's a problem. You need side thrusters. What kind of game are you playing if you don't have side thrusters? But anyway. Okay. We can get a fighter secondary weapon if you go this way. Or an interceptor if you go that way. Defend and assault transport. Ugh. Destroy supply caches. I don't want to defend anything. That sounds like pain. So far, the basic flight model seems okay, though. Outside of the little fact that it doesn't let you... Okay, knock it off. Okay. Go ahead and reload. I do wish I could have both my weapons selected at the same time and just have one on the one stick and one on the other, but yeah. About range of that anyway.
We missed our chance.
Enemy reinforcements have arrived. Fine.
Coordinates received. Objective complete.
Get the hell out of here.
We're gonna have company. Trail flagship is inbound.
Alright.
10 seconds until flagship arrival.
We have gotten an achievement for earning a new weapon called Gun Nut. How did they know? Anyway. Looks like a little like Rebel Galaxy Outlaw, slightly fancier visuals. I've never played Rebel Galaxy Outlaw. I did play Rebel Galaxy because it was free on Epic for a while. I should probably try that at some point. Okay. Well, I guess we're going here to defend some stuff. We'll continue playing the easier difficulty. Suffers from jousting only syndrome. Okay, we have a new missile. I do kind of like this shotgun thing. It does really high damage against larger targets, but let's try the missiles out. Okay. Defend assault transport hangman. This is a game from like 9 years ago.
Moving into attack. Range is helpful. Swinging around the box.
Holy. I should have kept the shotgun thingies.
Assault transport is under attack. Beginning boarding operation.
The reloading mechanic is interesting in that you can do it whenever you want, and it's not based on
Impact. Shield holding out.
and I really like the sound design so far. I mean, you can hear explosions and stuff, which you shouldn't be able to. But the slightly muffled way it plays sounds and stuff really makes you feel like it is. I'll call it. Makes you feel like you can't. Like the sound is coming through the hall, you know? There, you can have some missiles for a treat. Get the hell out of here before they blow us up. What do you mean target's abandoned? You told us to leave. Okay, whatever. You would hear explosions when the shockwave washes over the hall, but that presumably would be disorientingly late if people aren't expecting it. Yeah, that would possibly be true, I guess. Also, go away, bot. You would definitely, if the explosion shockwave actually hit you, you would definitely. It would be weird though, because it wouldn't be like, well, it kind of would be overpressure, I guess. But it would more like rattle the hall, kind of, which I guess is cool to think about. Okay, assassinate the cleric, destroy sentry guns. I don't really like those missiles. We'll take the shotgun thingy. Okay, fielding 2 fighters. Hold button 11 to activate the order menu. Okay, all fighters. Order them to cover me.
Following your lead.
Okay, there's some heavy fighters over there. Air drone. There's the cleric's destroyer. Man, that shotgun wrecks when it hits things at close range.
Objective complete. Primary objective complete. Moving out on your command.
For some reason, enemies are in blue and friendlies are in orange. I don't know if I appreciate.
Follow me.
Oh, come on. suck. I'm out of range. There we go. Corvette over there. Are those sentry guns that it wants to take out? No, they're shipping containers. It's an outpost. Oh, there's the sentry gun.
Flagship interdiction forces on scan. Let's get this over with.
Flagship arriving.
10 seconds until flagship arrival.
See if we can take out this optional objective before we get there.
3, 2, 1. Mark. Flagship in play.
Okay, where is my exit point? There it is. We got a big rock between us and that. Yep. We need to get clear of the rock first. But you notice how very polygonal that rock is? Yeah. Clear warp vector required. Well, let's get a little farther clear then. Alright, let's get the hell out of here before that flagship comes over here and tells us it doesn't like what we're doing. Okay. What do we got? Count and Countess Your Soul are taking possession of their bribes. Okay, kill Master at Arms, scan all containers, that gives us torpedo. Or destroy stuff. Gives ECM Pulse, secondary weapon. Okay. Sure, why not? Keep what we've got. Yeah, I was just thinking before I started stream that it's been a while since I pulled the sticks out for anything. But I didn't feel like playing any of the games that I would normally use for that. So, what the hell? That thing just flipping ran to me. Okay. Can I retry a mission? Yes, I'd like to restart it. Without getting absolutely rammed this time. By whatever the hell that was. This thing looks like it's a little closer. I really want side thrusters. Somebody was just very mean to us. Might have been the explosion of that thing blowing up. But we are absolutely getting shreked.
That might be it. Incoming flag. Objective failed.
Damn it, the target escaped.
This mission is scrubbed. Return to base.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here before we blow anything up. Alright. We got slightly loaded there. Although we could try it again if we wanted. What's this one? Kill mastered arms, scan all containers for the bonus. Sure, why not? Let's try it out. This is making me wish that somebody did a good remake of Free Space 2.
Dodging flag. Incoming flag. Target is high. Primary objective complete. Extraction point
Oh,
boarded.
flagship on the way. Let's get out of here.
Flagship battle mode is on scan.
No need to stick around for this.
We can't shake 'em. ETA on trader flagship, 10 seconds. ETA,
Alright.
5 seconds.
Is a hidden gem of a game. Have you played this before, Kirk? It seems okay so far. I'm not sure if I would call it a hidden gem yet, though. Okay. Assassinate the broodmother, destroy all ore containers. The Omniflac, new weapon. Got this game when it came out. It wasn't very well advertised. It seems pretty okay. So far, at least. Let's see. Defend the assault transport. Okay. Let's try this one out. I prefer to just straight up destroy stuff. I do like that blunderbuss. I don't have any upgrades. Oh wait, I can't afford upgrades. Okay, expands the target vessel's shield battery capacity, makes shield sword recharge. Okay. This is max energy. Yeah, I don't know if I care about any of those. Okay, destroy all ore containers. Assassinate broodmother. Got a bunch of annoying little drones, looks like. Playing this in VR would be epic. Well, for that, I would need to have a VR headset. And while once upon a time I was planning to buy one of those, that time was not something that actually happened. Hit this thing with our shotgun. Hey, knock it off. Now we're gonna get completely destroyed here. Yep. Alright. Not going on that like that. For a 2016 game, the graphics are very good where it matters. I do have to say that. This is something that modern AAA developers don't seem to understand. You don't need super high poly, super incredible textures to have something look good. What you need is decent lighting. Like this, a lot of things are hidden in shadows, so you just either straight up can't see them, or ow. I'd like my shields back, thank you. Already? Alright, we need to get rid of our target here real quick. Okay, now they're no longer out of range. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. We're gonna blow up. I don't know if I'm capable of doing this mission at this point. And it just restarted the mission for me. Okay. Because whatever's over there just absolutely, completely, instantly Shreks us. Well, there goes our wingman. Invader flagship arrival imminent. Already? Like, there's got to be something I'm missing about that stupid flagship, because I can't... Okay, that was a very large shot of some kind just missing us. Okay, we got rid of the bonus objective. Ow. Ow. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Now we're gonna blow up. Nothing I can do to avoid that that kind of flare. This fighter anyway. Is there even anything I can do to that actual objective ship? Because it seems... if I try to shoot it, I get instantly blown up. If I go in, I get immediately, instantly attacked by everything and his brothers, sisters, and cousin. Which it is a drone carrier, so it makes sense you're supposed to pick the drones off first. However, also the enemy flagship shows up almost immediately. Leads me to believe that that's not actually what you're supposed to do. Also, our stupid fighter immediately goes in, so maybe I should order him to hold off. We lost our shields. There's the flagship already.
Flagship is inbound.
Basically nothing I can do about that.
10 seconds until flagship arrival. ETA 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Except hope it appears far enough away that I'm not going to get completely shreked. Okay. So this is the best we've gotten so far. Being shot by a lot of things that don't like us. Okay, we just flew underneath this stupid target. Evasive maneuvers are like, ha ha ha, yeah, right. What's that? Yeah, we gotta get the hell out of here. The problem is I can't get out of here because I'm being shot too much. that was a shit ton of missiles, I think. Yeah. Well, we could take control of another fighter, but I don't think that's gonna help us very much. Nope. Straight up the middle, a big giant cannon shot. Alright. I am, at this point, quite sure that mission is impossible with whatever we have going right now. Okay. Which is interesting, because nothing really indicates that this is supposed to be incredibly difficult. But it definitely is. Much more difficult than the missions up till now. Okay, let's try this one again. I have not been using my heavy weapon, so maybe I should be using that more. Okay. Let's go get our main target. We'll come back for our bonus target. He's in a freighter. Okay. Yep. Now, where's that optional objective? Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Okay. We got in, we got our objective done, we got out. Nice. ECM, disable targets, okay. That's nice. I don't really care about disabling targets. Okay, execute the physician. Eliminate the physician's escorts. Okay. Bend assault transport hangman, make example of workers. Plus 3 destroyers to our fleet. Or we could go here and get the M5 long rifle. Assuming that we can do any of these missions, which is another question. Okay, do I have any upgrades I actually care about? Armor piercing rounds. Shield piercing rounds. We do have a bit of trouble getting through shields. Let's grab shield piercing rounds. And then, let's see. I want energy shields, and instead of armor, I'd rather have shield piercing rounds. Okay. This will make us a little squishier once our shields go down, but... Alright. Got a heavy core batch. Get a little bit closer, and then we will drop the torpedo. Boom. Okay, secondary objective. I don't like the fact that we're missing our shields right now. We feel a little uncomfortable. Okay, where is... our secondary objective? Good question. How dare they shoot at us? Alright, we got our objective. Let's get the hell out of here. I don't care about secondary objective that much. Well, screw you. Alright, we'll take our alternative fighter and get the hell out of here then. There we go. Okay, we did not take out his escorts, but that's fine. We took out the main target. Means we unlocked the new weapon. Useless up close and highly ineffectual versus shields. Interesting. Probably this one we had trouble with previously. Okay, this thing does like tons of hull damage, has tons of range. Okay. And then instead of the blunderbuss, we can take the ECM pulse, which gives us tons of shield damage. What's the range on it? Okay. So basically we have an anti-shield and an anti-hull weapon now. Now we have to pay attention to what our... Okay, this is like Chorus then, with this weapon set. Okay. No shields, 100% hull. Good deal. Let's get our whole anti-hull weapon out then. Also, we're considerably faster without that armor. Okay, we get 2 shots per reload. Down to 60% hull.
5 seconds until flagship. 3, 2, 1. Mark. Flagship on scan.
Okay, let's go in closer and use our heavy weapon against it. The weapon we launched at it missed. Ow. I would appreciate if you didn't do that again. Thank you. We have a rock between us and that. I don't like that. That 44% hull, so if we can get it lined up again. Oh. This is why you don't sit. There we go. All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Primary objective complete. Moving out on your command.
Okay. That was interesting. I'm pretty sure picking it off slowly from long range is not really how you were supposed to complete that, but hey, it worked. Omniflag. Okay. I don't know if I want to use that or not. Okay, destroy transports. Heavy artillery weapon. Interesting. Or we could get a frigate. Or we go over here and get 3 destroyers. let's try this. We'll keep the long rifle. Okay, the whatever flak weapon we got is not for this ship. It's for a different ship, apparently. So apparently we're supposed to have more than just fighters at this point. I guess makes sense. This thing has no shields. Actually, this thing does have shields. The next one's queued up. Let's pop it with a couple of the long-range anti-shield weapon that we're currently out of range with. I had this guy's shield to 0, and he regenerated almost instantly. Feels like.
Targets have walked away.
What do you mean targets escaped? I'm supposed to be escorting something, not... Damn it, that was a terrible shot. Yeah. These are not dogfighting weapons. Damn it. Fired.
Extraction team is under attack. Infiltrating the target.
Okay, Hangman has finished talking with Outpost. Does that mean I can get the hell out of here? I think it does. Not, maybe. Yeah, okay, objective complete. Get the hell out of here. I do kind of like that weapon combo. It's very tricky to use at anything other than long range, but okay. Now I have destroyers. Suppose that's nice. We can get a frigate, or we can get a heavy artillery weapon. Okay, so we can bring torpedo, heavy autocannon. We'll keep the heavy autocannons, and we can choose point defense or omniflax. The point defense does more hull damage. The omniflax has a bit more range. I think I'll take the omniflax. Okay. We got some actual big boy ships along with us.
Moving into attack.
Assassinate the Templar. He is out of range. Let's get within range. He has no shields, so we'll just step back at max range and peck at him. I don't remember what the range is on those guns.
Range is optimal. Swinging around the
Okay.
impact. Shield holding though.
Boom. Picking off his fighter escorts from long range, which actually seems to be working pretty well.
We're going down.
One of the destroyers is gone. It's unfortunate.
Target mainline is clear. Moving in. Bringing all weapons to bear. Good shot. Shield impact.
I do believe we're taking a few percentile points off every time we shoot him. So that's not great. Well, our own destroyers are moving in.
Lining up capital. Flagship is inbound. We're taking a beating over here. 10 seconds until flagship arrival.
Enemy flagships arriving. This is great.
Target that pod. 3,
Alright. Templar's assassinated. Let's get the hell out of here before we have any more problems. We missed the freighter we were supposed to get, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. You've gained control of a beam frigate. Nice. This, it's interesting. But I don't really appreciate the time pressure it gives you. I never like time pressure in games. But it's very much get in, get your objective done, get out, which some people that would appeal to, me it doesn't. But the gameplay around that is pretty decent so far. I doubt we'll play a whole lot of this, but I'm having fun for the limited amount of time I've spent so far. +1 interceptor would be pretty useful. Okay, we got a frigate. I'll take the Omniflax. We don't have the heavy artillery, so we'll take the little bit more rounded equipment. The armor-piercing rounds might be kind of tempting for the fighters. I can't afford them anyway, though. It doesn't matter. I'm kind of okay with the upgrades I've got. Yeah. Okay. These guys' shields. We gotta get a little closer so the shield weapon can light him up. Shielded fighters are the bane of my existence. Particularly because somebody is being very mean to me. There was that flak drone that was doing it. I like this secondary weapon. It's supposedly great against shields, but I can't hit the broadside barn with it. lead him by so much. Okay, that was a terrible shot. Flagship has arrived. It's deeply unfortunate. I should have brought a better secondary weapon. He's back to 100% shield, 100% hull. We're never killing this thing. Ow. That was my fault. Oh, there we go. All right, Buster.
We've got what we came for. Rendezvous orders received. Feeling on deck 2 through 4.
Bonus objective's almost dead. Bonus objective's dead. Get the hell out of here. Okay. Nice. We got an extra fighter. Now, just like show me what the mission is. Destroy transports. Okay. I do not want the ECM pulse. It seems great. I think we're better off with the Fury missiles, though. I definitely want that M5 long rifle, though, because it's just a fun weapon to use. You only get 2 shots between reloads, but it does a lot of damage at long range. That's shielded. Hearing that freelancer feel? It plays very differently, though. Okay, you don't have any shields. boom.
Enemy frigate has been neutralized.
Out of range. Let's get over there before it escapes.
We can't shoot them. Avoiding flag. This might be it.
Could you stop shooting at me? Thank you. Oh, it's shielded. Close in and take it out with the missiles.
Shield impact. Reactor still nominal.
Okay, wait, this isn't shielded. Whoa!
Sensors are lighting up. Flagship is inbound.
Okay.
Last executor. Bringing all weapons to bear. 10 seconds until flagship arrival. ETA 5 seconds. 3, 2,
Avoid those bonus ships.
flagship in play.
Hey, get back here, you piece of shit.
Mission is scrubbed.
Damn it.
Return to base.
Oh, we got one of them, I guess. Not that that matters.
Enemy carrier is launching.
Get out of here. Okay. We got blown up just before we could get out of there. Alrighty. Automatic mission restart.
Multiple contacts. Engaging capital.
There's one.
Range is optimal. Swinging around the bullseye.
Okay, this thing's got shields, so we need to use the missiles against it. Because unfortunately, our long-range gun is not that good at taking out.
Reinforcing executors. Stand by. Systems are green. We are going to combat. We have a firing solution, and we're moving into engage.
This weapon's really not great.
We're gonna have company. Trader flagship is inbound. Bringing all weapons to bear.
Okay.
Primary objective complete. Extraction point coordinates are locked in. ETA on trader flagship, 10 seconds.
Nothing's shielded, so we're not shooting at.
Flagship on scan. Objective complete.
Where are you? Stationary gun of some sort? Well, it's gonna be gone in a second. Okay, heavy fighter. Yeah, I don't know about that. On the Con Destroyer. I think we better get out of here. Through the optional objectives, we got the main objective. Hello, Miss Knight. Today it's Spaceship Milo, not Ultimate Iron Milo, but... Okay, we've got the heavy artillery, which I don't know if I want to use or not. But anyway. Last dreadnought's outfitted with Scourge warheads. Okay. Escort Vindictus through the gate. Target should survive with at least 40% hull. Alright, well, we're doing easy difficulty because I'm a wuss. We do have the new heavy artillery. I'm going to take it just because its range is insane. And I'm going to take the torpedoes on these guys as well for the similar reason. Okay. Looks like a fun game. Yes. I don't really like the time pressure that it gives you. But that's a me thing. As far as the flight mechanics, the basic combat, that kind of stuff, it's well done. The graphics look nice. It's fairly fun to play. I don't really like having to order AI ships around either, so that part doesn't appeal. All in all, this feels like a really well done game that isn't quite the kind of game that I like. If that makes any sense. It feels like it's right beside my perfect game, but isn't quite right. Without the game itself having done anything wrong, you know what I mean? But I am having fun, so. I do really like the sound design, it's really well done so far. It would help if I didn't miss. There we go. Ah, that was a bad shot. There we go. A little better, but still missed. Damn it. I got blown out by a very mean missile. I'd prefer if it didn't do that. Okay, what do we got in front of us? Heavy destroyer. It is cool that if your ship blows up, you can take over control of one of your AI fighters. As long as you have fighters. You can't take over control of your larger ships. And as you get kills, your ships will resupply, basically. Which is pretty cool. Right now this is loaded with a really long-range weapon. Okay. Thankfully, most of these enemies don't have shields, because this thing's really terrible at taking out shields. Unlike, there's some things about this that I really like so far. For example, your weapons don't overheat, they reload. So damn it. There's your flagship. Anyway, and you can reload anytime you like. So if you want to reload early, like say if you're in the middle of a maneuver, you can just bump reload and you'll be good to go. Which is pretty useful. Get rid of these stupid flag drones if I can. That's in a flagship. You know, let's just get away from that for now. Heavy fighter, which means it's got shields. Means I'm gonna want to use my closer range weapons, even if I don't really want to. Okay. Despite the game's Steam page directly saying that it doesn't guarantee host has support, it does support it pretty well. It's got a few wrinkles that I don't like. Namely, it doesn't have directional thrusters. But otherwise, it lets you bind all the buttons on both sticks, so it's not really an issue. Okay, we've actually completed both objectives. I'm just kind of screwing around at this point. Alright, let's get out of here. We've completed the objectives. There's no reason to stick around. Okay. Nice. Purifier bombs. Okay. Defend warhead launch. Assassinate the false king. Last stand. Hunter rumors are kind of chill. Yeah, I did some of them during leagues and I kind of liked them. I'm sure I will get around to doing them at some point on the UIM, even though... Oh, I gotta do some at least to get the supplies for making more landing sites. I don't I would like to get the hunter outfit. I don't really need the hunter kit though. And also they're just a little bit problematic because you have to either carry the bags around with you or open them every time, and then you have to deal with the loot, and there's no way to just stack the loot up until deal with at the end of the grind. Which, any grind where you can just stack the loot up and pick it up at the end is very UIM friendly, and everything else is kind of not. Although I understand most of the loot's noted, which definitely helps. Because it means the stuff that you want to deal with later you can pile up. Until whatever time it makes sense. Okay, we do have a new torpedo, which has much less range, but much more hull damage. Okay. Does it actually tell me what the actual range is in this? Not really. Okay. I'll have to figure it out in mission then. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, like Wintertod was really good because I could just bang out 99 there and then go pick up all the loot afterwards. Although that was kind of interesting. Simply because there was so much loot. It was a constant struggle to keep my inventory somewhat empty so I could pick up more stuff. So a lot of stuff just had to be dropped. Well, those things are just getting wrecked by various fire.
3, 2, 1, mark. Flagship on scan.
Kill the false king.
Launch.
Dead. We got missiles on our ass. Damn it. Okay, let's grab the other. Another fighter. Ow, that was my shields. Boom. There's a heavy Corvette somewhere. Switch to secondary weapon. Hey you, get away from that target. Boom. Okay.
Taking a beating over here. Range is optimal. Swinging around the pod.
Oh, come on, stop messing. There we go. There we go. No, the flagship is closing with our.
We are no longer jammed. Bringing weapons online.
Let's get back over there. We need to help defend.
Opening flag.
And I should be dropping my heavy weapons on that flagship if I can.
We have a firing solution, and we're moving into engage.
Boom.
Enemy carrier has been destroyed.
Oh, Trader King has ejected. Well, not for long he hasn't.
Weapons are away.
Okay. That little problem is solved. Oh, this thing's shielded. Let's aim up on some of the unshielded fighters around it. Okay. Looks like my heavier ships are taking this guy out pretty effectively. Oops. Alright, I'm not detecting any enemies. There's one. Hey, you, what do you think you're doing here? Well, that fighter didn't make it anywhere. Out of range. It's dead. Mission complete. Yay! Out of range. Unfortunate.
Moving into attack.
Alrighty.
We can't seal off the reactor bay in time. We've got fires on.
Interesting. So does it assemble little tiny random mini campaigns over and over again, or you just okay, no, you just have that set of missions you can play over again if you so desire. Interesting. That doesn't seem like very many missions to me. Okay. New MechWarrior DLC comes out tonight? No. Okay, I shouldn't make that. I shouldn't do that. MechWarrior was fun, but it was fun to play in so much as controlling your mech was fun. It was not fun to play in so much as everything other than controlling your mech was not fun. All of the actual BS of running the mercenary company, just for some reason it just wasn't. Normally I like that kind of stuff, it just wasn't fun in MechWarrior. And also trying to run around with 3 AI mechs who saw it as their life mission to make sure you had maximum repair costs at every possible opportunity was not what I was looking for in a game. However, when the AI mechs weren't busy killing themselves and you weren't busy trying to pay repair costs for the AI mechs killing themselves, it was a fun game. And it was really fun to play with twin sticks, which just made it even more awesome. But anyway. So, 14 missions. Plus the daily challenge. That's not very much content. I'm guessing the objective here is to... yeah. Play it over and over again on higher and higher difficulty levels. Too much micromanagement, MechWarrior 5, we're talking about clans. I don't have clans. I assume that you still have an AI party of mechs and they're still brain damaged. Okay. I don't see need to change anything here. Let's play a few more missions on the next difficulty hub. I do have to say though, this seems very content light from what I expected. But for no more than I paid for it, I'm not going to complain.
Target mainline is clear. Moving in.
You know what I want? I want somebody to take this game engine and make Free Space 2 remake with it. Although, give ships side thrusters, please, if you do that.
Target that pod. Primary objective complete. Moving out on your command.
Okay, where's the exit?
We're gonna have company. Trail formation is inbound.
There's a new engine for clans, so the AI is less likely to eat paint chips.
10 seconds until flagship arrival.
Less likely is not, they won't. And considering that in MechWarrior 5, the likelihood of them eating paint chips, to use your delightful term there, is 100%. That's not as comforting as you might think. Okay, Free Space 2 was open sourced. So you can get an improved, better version of the Free Space 2 engine that runs reasonably well on modern computers. Or at least did the last time I ran it, which admittedly, that was some years ago now. However, from what I can tell, they never added proper HOTAS or HOSAS support to it. It supports one stick, which means if I wanted to do any kind of, make any kind of good use of my controls, I would have to either spend a lot of time putting together a very complicated profile for a virtual stick program to merge the two sticks, which probably wouldn't work anyway because it probably wouldn't be able to reuse all the axes. Or I would just have to use keyboard and mouse like the designers had intended. And as much as I like Free Space 2, I don't like it enough that I want to revisit it with keyboard and mouse when I have a pair of sticks that I spent a lot of money on. Not really a lot of money, but you know what I mean. Anyway. So Free Space 2, with the open source engine and with the mods that let you play Free Space 1 in that engine, with better graphics and all that stuff. Good game. Unfortunately, it really needs work on the controls. Which is why I haven't revisited it. I was going to when I bought these sticks, but then I just didn't because I looked into what I would need to get the sticks working and it was like, yeah, how about we don't do that? So apparently I didn't actually complete this on the lower difficulty, so let's go do that.
Moving into attack. Multiple contacts. Range is nominal. Swinging around on pod side. Starting attack run.
Well, apparently having a much larger fleet than I should at this point is making the bonus objective a little bit trivial. Too surprising, really. Okay, objectives are complete. Let's get out of here. And then we'll replay the mission on the next difficulty up and see how that's different. Yeah, and I'm not just that. I'm not really that big of a fan of the Mech Warrior in general. Like if I was a giant Mech Warrior tabletop fan, I'm sure I would appreciate it a little more. He says, changing the topic wildly from the last thing he discussed. And I will happily pilot mechs for other people. Like when Af was playing it still, that was kind of fun to run one of his mechs around. Because then the other two AI, or the two AI running themselves into danger and blowing up was not my problem. That was his problem, and he could deal with it. What happened to Af? Apparently, he decided to stop streaming due to, I don't know. I don't know what the details are behind it. Something about financials or something. Which, yeah, I don't know. The only way you could get me to stop streaming is if I didn't have internet access. Honestly, I'm not terribly surprised. I'm more surprised that his wife let him stream as long as he did. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Actually, I don't know his wife. Maybe she was a big fan of it or something. I doubt it, though. Nope, I want to actually read this objective. Prevent assault transport. Okay, yeah. Let's go. Going through and getting all the ones where I didn't actually complete their objectives. Well, there is a reason I coined the term AFK. Okay. There we go.
We have a firing solution, and we're moving into engage.
It'd be helpful if I actually hit the damn thing. At this range, there's really not a whole lot you can do except squeeze the shots off at a reasonable time. I haven't really seen Bo for a while, to be honest. I don't know what he's up to. I mean, I've never seen Bo, but I mean, I haven't seen him in anybody's chat. He did show up here a while ago. But only for a little while. This damn thing's shielded, so there's not really a whole lot we can do about it until we get close to it. And that's gonna be a while. Actually, there is something a little closer. What are you? Yeah, you. You don't have shields. Go away. This thing's shielded, so there's not a whole lot I can do about it until I'm closer. Okay. Let's get the hell out of here. All objectives are completed. I should do another rimworld run sometime. I'm just not sure what kind of run I would want to do. Okay, that one apparently didn't get completed. A lot of these don't have their side objectives completed. Yeah, let's just polish off all the low difficulty side objectives. Particularly now that I have a bit of a fleet, the enemy flagship showing up doesn't actually seem like that big of a deal anymore. Okay, those just spontaneously scanned. I am okay with this.
Shield impact. Reactor still going. We have a firing solution, and we're moving in to engage. Watch the pod. Target that pod. Primary objective complete.
Okay.
Command.
Now, scan all containers. What's left? I don't want to destroy these containers. I want to scan them. Although I'm not sure how you do that.
10 seconds until flagship arrival. Range is optimal. Swinging around the pod.
There we go. Target's scanned. Let's get out of here while we have the objective completed.
5 seconds until flagship. Flagship in play.
Yeah, one thing I noticed, if I have my hand off the throttle, the game is really loud. So I had to have turned the volume way down to solve that. But if I had even the tiniest throttle input, it's nice and reasonable volumes, and I could have turned the volume up a lot more, but just as soon as I take my hand off the stick, it gets super loud. Which is a problem. Other than that, sounds really cool. Like it's like that noise right there. It goes away. Yeah. Bit of an issue. Okay, there's a heavy Corvette over there. Let's just ignore that for now. I gotta get closer so I can use the missiles against his shield. Unless one of my other ships is nice enough to take it out.
Impact. Shield holding though.
Okay, where is the actual target? Oh, come on.
Primary objective complete. Extraction point coordinates are locked in.
All objectives are completed. Let's get out of here.
We have a firing solution,
Okay. So I'm guessing when it says flagship bounty available, it means that there's a reward available for destroying the flagship in that mission. But anyway.
Bringing all weapons to bear.
Oh, it's shielded. Heavy fighters. Bane of my loadout. Although once I get close, they're not that bad. It's just that I'm still a long ways away. I might as well shoot some random ineffective shots at them. Oh wait, that fighter doesn't have shields. Get wrecked. Alright. Like, capital ships do have subsystems you can target. And I really need to swap my targeting because I have subsystem on the wrong buttons compared to next previous target. It's kind of funny, every time I play a game that uses the sticks, I set it up the way I think I need to have it set up. And then as soon as I start playing, muscle memory tells me that I have it all wrong.
We're gonna have company. Trail flagship is inbound. 10 seconds until flagship arrival. ETA 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Mark.
Like, oh yeah, you thought targeting was on that button. No, it's on that button, but on the other stick. Okay, what are you? A frigate with no shields.
Target mainline is clear. Moving in. Exfiltrating with target. Bringing all weapons to bear.
Oh! Let's not do that, thank you.
Shield impact. Reactor still nominal. We got what we came for. Rendezvous coordinates received.
Oh, wait. way too close. Mistakes were made. It's down to 25% hull, so we can definitely take this thing out.
Feeling on deck 2, German 4. Range is optimal. Swinging around spot. We're going down. Enemy carrier.
Boom.
Target that pod. Reinforcing executors. Stand by.
Hey, you get back here.
We have a firing solution, and we're moving into
Damn it.
engage. Enemy frigate is down.
There, eat missiles.
Good shot. Taking fire, taking fire. Enemy frigate
Boom. There are no targets left to lock up. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay. Which one was that? This one. I think. Anyway, we destroyed the flagship, but didn't seem to make any difference, so I don't know. Oh well. Now, do I have any improvements that I would actually like to buy? Autocannon drone. Gap drive. Fighter's gap drives may blink to a target. Okay. That would be useful if I had short range stuff, but I can't afford it anyway. Fighter collision damage, that doesn't seem useful. Black drones. Fighter engine thrust. Better armor, better shields. More heavy ammo. More damage to capital ships and such like. I'm gonna buy the extra thrust. And I'm gonna equip it instead of the shield piercing. Okay, you keep your armor though. Actually, let's get even better armor. Yeah, okay. This should be interesting. We'll still have shields, but we'll have less ability to damage to enemy shields and more speed. Okay. Yeah, we're significantly faster now. Alright, well I think at least some of those bombs landed. Boom. Boom.
Primary objective complete. Bring out on your command.
Okay, we still have ore containers to destroy. There we go. I'd lock one of those up so I can figure out where they're at without having to try to find them.
Impact. Shield holding. We can't see a local reactor bay in time.
Okay, I don't have any heavy ammo left. Get moving before we get blown up by people who don't like us. See you later, Kirk. Okay, look. Give me the full thrust, please. Oh, we don't need full thrust because I'm about to Shrek the final objective. Okay. Now, let's get the hell out of here.
Starting attack run. We're going down.
I don't know if that extra speed is worth anything or not. Maybe a little. Okay, let's keep just polishing off these optionals. Yeah. Let's take the armor-piercing rounds. That seems like it'd be the most useful thing I can take on the interceptor. I'm not really having trouble with shields, except in so much as I'm completely worthless against them at any kind of range. But the capital ships are taking the shields out reasonably well. And when they don't, I can salvo them down with missiles. Okay, we gotta take out the marked transports. Boom. Okay, this thing's got shields, so we gotta approach. Why is this thing so super slow now? I don't have the armor upgrade or anything. Well, we're almost in range, but this weapon may as well do nothing to shields. So we're just kind of letting them know that we exist and we don't like them, and that's about it. Yeah.
We have a firing collision and we're moving into engage. Objective failed.
Okay. Something here is strange. We're not reaching our acceleration. Unless this gives us massive negative speed or something. Which it shouldn't. This only gave us 30% engine thrust. Okay, let's swap back to the speed one. Let's drop the shields for the armor-piercing rounds. Okay, now we're actually getting up to the speed we're supposed to get to. No, we're not. What in the world is going on here?
Range is optimal. Swinging around for broadside.
Hmm? Why is our speed not properly registering?
Shield impact. Reactor still nominal.
There's something really weird here. Okay, there we go. Now it's giving us our proper speed.
Moving into attack. Taking
Except it isn't. It's like acting like our stick only has a tiny range of motion or something. If I use the keyboard button, then it gives us the proper full speed like it was earlier.
Shield hit patrolling. Bring all weapons to bear.
Like in earlier missions, we could reach top speed by using the stick. I wonder if it's just improperly. Damn it. I know better than that.
Last executor. ETA on trigger flash, 10 seconds. ETA 5 seconds. 3.
Yeah, it's not giving me full speed.
Reinforcing executors. Stand by.
And that stupid ship's about ready to get away.
This mission is screwed.
Yep.
Return to base.
Why is it all of a sudden not letting me hit full speed? Because like it wasn't doing this earlier. To be perfectly clear. Yeah, our speed just falls off to... Okay, here. Let's see if we can rebind the axis. I need the left stick. Need the analog throttle. Remove it. Let's rebind it to that axis. Convert the axis, because otherwise it's not doing what it's supposed to. For a split second there, it did accelerate. There's something weird going on with the throttle axis in this game. It's not reading it properly.
Incoming flag. Feeling on deck 2 through 4.
Okay, let's order everybody to attack that damn target. Maybe they'll get there in time to actually do something useful about it.
Taking a beating over here. We're going down. Impact. Shield holding up.
Yeah, I don't know why. Also, I'm taking tons of damage right now, which is unfortunate.
Taking a beating over here. 2 executors left. McKenzie lost the reactor ban time.
Well, the good news, we're right here on top of our target.
Focus on again. We're gonna have company.
Boom. Target destroyed. Yeah, not being able to reach max speed is an issue. Alright, let's see if we can clear out these escorts. It's shielded, so we can't do anything to it until we're closer. Okay, where is that damn black? Get out of here, you. Okay.
We're going down.
Alright, I don't have anything that can take that out from this range. Got a missile incoming. Nope. Alright. That is not worth trying if I can't figure out what's going on with the sudden loss of thrust. Oh, that would have been nice to find a while ago. Okay, do you think that'll fix the problem? Probably not. I don't see anything else I can mess with in there. That will matter. Try this again. Hopefully this time with working thrust. Okay, so this should get us full range of throttle. Means you have to pull back on the stick if I want to go slower, which is good. If I push forward on the stick, it does not go any faster than not very fast. This thing's capable of going way faster than that. What the hell? Why is it suddenly not recognizing the fact that I can go to max thrust? Because I didn't change anything. Like, I didn't change any settings, and all of a sudden, I cannot go to max thrust using the stick. And it's not a case of the stick calibration being wrong either, I don't think, because switch to the left stick. Oh, it's not reading it as hitting the very ends of the axis travel, maybe. Well, we don't want to adjust that. Let's turn the sensitivity up a little bit. Yeah, that fixes the problem. Because for some reason it's not registering. Also, I should turn the dead zones down on all of these. I can't believe I forgot to do that. That will make the flight a little bit more smooth. Okay, there we go. For some reason, it just all of a sudden stopped registering full motion.
Shield hit the thermal line.
Okay.
Primary objective complete. Extraction point coordinates are locked in.
Now. Switch over to heavy weapon.
Enemy frigate has been destroyed. Sealing off deck 2, Charlie 1.
Oh, shields are at 0 now.
Shield impact. Reactor still nominal. I got him. We can't see you off the reactor bay in time. Formation battle loop is on scan. They found us. EVA on trigger function. 10 seconds. EVA 5 seconds.
Boom.
3, 2,
We're a little too close.
1. 2 executors in play.
Alright. Now.
Range is optimal. Swinging around the bonfire.
Acquired shield, I'm not terribly interested in taking that out.
Guiding flag.
I do want to very much take out the
Moving into engage.
bonus objectives.
Launching fighters. Shield hit the thermal line.
Damn it. Gotta be more careful, I'm gonna lose my last fighter this way.
Last executor.
There we go.
Taking a beating over here. We're going down. We're being jammed.
Get clear.
Sealing off deck 2, Charlie 1. We can't see you off the reactor bay in time.
Sentinel heavy sentry. That will do.
We're taking a beating over here. We're going down. We are no longer jammed.
Yeah, I got tons of missiles on my ass.
Systems failing. Last executor.
Back here, you. Okay. Oh, screw you. Faster than torpedoes by at least a little. Damn it. Alright. Well, at least we have some improvements to the control.
Moving into attack. New contacts.
Okay, you've got to go first.
Range is optimal. Swinging around the bullseye.
Walk over to the heavy weapons. Swerve out around their
Objective complete.
boom.
Primary objective complete. Moving out on your command. Shield impact. Reactor still nominal.
Okay. Clear.
Bringing all weapons to bear. Taking a meeting over here. We can't be alone. Reactor man time.
Boom.
Cheers. Stand by. Enemy frigate has been neutralized.
You, sir.
Flagship battle mode is on again. We're gonna have company.
Must no longer have shields. Those are the rules.
10 seconds until flagship arrival. Surrender to enemy destroyer. 3, 2, 1. Mark. Sailing off deck 2, German 4. Wheel firing on in, and we're moving into engage.
Boom. Bonus objective completed. Finally. Where's that exit? Alright, let's get the hell out of here. It probably would have been easier if I had swapped a different weapon set. But I didn't, so it wasn't. Yeah, I think this is the last one that we haven't completed the easy challenge on. Okay, which mission is this? Assassinate Templar, destroy freighters. Okay. Like the ECM pulse is technically a little more, or a lot more range. The problem is it's just not very good for... I need something that's good at close range. Okay, so we don't need the extra speed. What I do need is the armor piercing. Okay, I already have the armor piercing. I don't think I care about anything else in here. Shields are just good survivability, so we'll take that. Okay. Get within range.
Moving into attack.
You, sir, were shooting at me, and I don't like it when you do that. It's being repaired. That's not fair.
Shield is patrolling.
Well, they're when I heavy weapon ammo. I only meant to salvo one set of it, but we salvoed all of it instead. Picking out a few percent every time. It is about half gone now. Could you not? Okay, kaboom. Alright, let's get out of here before the flagship shows up.
3, 2, 1. Flagship in play.
Yay! Okay. I believe that's the easy mode of every single mission completed. Interceptors only, huh? Yeah, interceptors only. Okay. I don't really care about the shields. They are very useful, I guess, but not sure what I would take instead is the thing. The bomber chassis would be pretty useful. I think we're going to leave things the way they are. Okay, defend and transport.
Target main line is clear. Moving in. New contacts. Range is optimal. Swinging around for broadside.
Okay, let's watch our range. As soon as we're in range, I want to rip off a couple shots. Okay. Somebody shot at me, and I don't like that. They should definitely know better. Okay. There's no enemy ships in sight. Now there's enemy ships in sight. Oh, come on.
Moving into attack. Bringing all weapons to bear.
You know, now that I've been reminded that dead zones are a thing that exists, I wonder if I should turn them down a little bit more. After all, these sticks don't have Hall effects sensors for looks.
Impact shield holding though. Primary objective complete. Moving out on your command.
Okay, bonus objective complete. Objective complete. Let's get the hell out of here.
Range is optimal. Swinging around the rock.
Lovely. Okay. We can get the bomber chassis now. Keep the shields. We'll take the bomber chassis. That should.
Target mainline is clear. Moving in. Multiple contacts.
Give us a third round of shot.
Taking fire, taking fire. Target down on. Surrender one enemy destroyer.
Whoa. We're out of range of explosions when ships blow up.
Stand on. Enemy destroyer down. Primary objective
Okay.
complete. Extraction point coordinates are locked in.
Now there's a couple bonus bits over here we'll grab real quick. Apparently all you need to do to scan these is fly close to them.
Flagship telescope is on scan.
Let's bang this out really fast. There's more containers to scan in this difficulty than there were in the previous.
Flagship arrival. ETA 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Flagship in play. Range is optimal. Swinging around the bus.
Okay, bonus objective completed, main objective completed. Let's get
Enemy carrier is launching fighters.
the hell out of here.
Moving into attack.
Lovely. Okay. Assassinate cleric. Sure, why not? Keep our current setup. You know, with my throttle set up properly now,
New contacts.
I could readjust my audio. There we go.
We've got what we came for. Rendezvous coordinates received.
Sentry guns that wants to destroy are over there.
I can do this all day. Shield impact. Reactor still no.
Bonus objective completed.
Target mainline is clear. Moving in. Flagship interdiction forces on scan. Let's get
Clear this rock and get out of here.
ETA on trainer flagship, 10 seconds. 5 seconds until flagship. 3, 2, 1. Mark. Flagship on scan.
Alright. Lovely. Now, this thing is shielded. I can't do anything to it until we get closer.
Shield hit the thermal. We can't shake him. Primary objective complete. Moving out on your command. Moving into attack. Engaging shield.
Now, we've cleared out one of the optionals.
Taking immediate order.
There's the other one.
Going down.
Has no shields, so it's asking to go down.
We're going down. Impact. Shield holding them. Too easy.
Okay, bonus is complete. Let's get the hell out of here.
Flagship battle mode is on scan. We're gonna have company.
Flagship's on the way, but we're leaving already.
10 seconds until flagship arrival.
Nice. I do like that extra heavy ammunition for when I need it. I also like the extra speed. Can't have everything, I guess.
New contacts. Target mainline is clear. Moving in.
big mistake.
Two executors in play.
Hey, at least I have a full load now.
Over jammed. Bringing weapons online.
Where is our target?
Shield impact. Reactor still going. Enemy destroyer is down.
There it is.
I can do this all day.
He's shielded, but that's not going to help him.
Stand by. Range is helpful. Swinging around the pod side. What are your orders? Pushing the pod. Dodging flag. We got what we came for.
Go.
Rendezvous coordinates received.
All objectives completed.
Flagship battle mode is on scan. They found us. EVA on trainer flagship.
Lovely.
10 seconds.
Okay. Yeah. Let's keep that. I'm gonna try using ETM pulse again.
We have a firing solution, and we're moving in to engage. Multiple contacts. Bringing all weapons to bear.
Okay. I now remember why I don't like this weapon. Okay.
Screening for an enemy destroyer. We missed our shot.
Bonus fail.
Destroyer is going down.
How dare.
Shield hit the tunnel line.
The entire point of this is to complete the bonus objective.
Surrender to the enemy destroyer. Bring all weapons to bear. Enemy destroyer is
There, one more shot. Ow.
We have a fire explosion, and we're moving into
Yeah, those are all
engagement.
misses.
Party operation is underway.
Okay.
Shield hit, but they're holding.
Now,
Flagship interdiction forces on scan. Let's get this over with.
flagship.
10 seconds until flagship arrival. ETA 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Flagship in play.
Mount gun, huh? This thing doesn't have any shields.
Target has been secured. Range is optimal. Swinging around the bullseye.
Okay, we're out of ammo.
Primary objective complete. Extraction point coordinates are locked in.
See if I can take out some of the surface components.
Impact. Shield holding though. Moving into attack.
This is where I really wish we had some rusters.
Bring all weapons to bear. Shield hit, but they're holding. Feeling on deck 2, turn 4. We can't see lost reactor man time.
Pop their engines. Okay, there we go. No moving for you. Think I blew up. No. objectives are done here, so I can mostly just try and destroy this thing for now, but boom. Okay. I believe you've taken out the capital ship there. By frigate.
Impact shield holding though.
Okay. Well, let's get out of here. Lovely. Well, we've completed the medium difficulty ones for everything except everything below this choke point. See what upgrades we have now. I should probably save up to get the gap drive next. However, it is very nearly 10:30, so I think we're going to call it here. Yeah. Anyway. That is House of the Dying Sun. Which, pretty cool. It was definitely worth what I spent on it. Which I think was like 20 or 30 bucks or something. It probably would not hurt to pick it up on sale or something, because it seems a little short. There's not very many missions. Although they do have a bunch of different difficulty levels. And they are fun to replay. It seems like it really deserves to have more content made for it, though. Perhaps more scripted missions and more of a campaign type structure rather than just a string of missions. But it controls well, aside from lacking directional thrusters, which I really wish it had. I may have mentioned that at timer 6. Because sometimes there's just nothing that quite beats moving sideways a little bit when something is attempting to be mean to you. But anyway. Kind of doubt we'll play more of that. Not because I don't necessarily want to play more of it, but simply because I feel like I've seen pretty much everything I want to see of it. I've completed all the missions, most of the missions on at least the medium difficulty. Anything else I see from here would be just more of the same. It really needs more content. But it was fun. I made a really good middle of the week, 1 day stream type game. So, yeah. That one gets the Milo seal of approval. Tomorrow is Thursday. I do believe that means we'll be doing some Total Annihilation. Go ahead and continue the ARM campaign, or the ARM campaign of Core Contingency. We are playing through the DLC campaign. And then, let's see. Friday will be some EDF. And then Saturday and Sunday, we'll play more Shadow Tactics until we're done with that, which we're not too far away from the end, I don't think. Got a couple more missions to go, like 2 or 3. And then we have Shadow Gambit, which has a lot more missions to go. But anyway, that is for the weekend, of course. For tonight, let's see. Is anyone streaming anything? Actually, wow. It looks like Avi is playing MechWarrior 5. And, oh, where have you been? Balding Fro is back and playing X4 Foundations. He hasn't streamed for months. Let's raid this guy. I used to raid him a reasonable amount, and then all of a sudden one day he stopped streaming. Okay, X4 is a very good game. I enjoy it quite a bit myself. But I don't think I'm quite ready to do another playthrough of it for a while, so alas. But anyway, let's go see Mr. Fro and see what he's doing. Hopefully, I see you all back here tomorrow for whatever sorts of shenaniganry ensue. And I will see you all later. Night. And goodbye.